What is up, YouTube? Today, this is the second episode of the podcast. I'm excited because I started a podcast, and this is something that I've really wanted to do for I don't know how long, but I've wanted to do it for a while. I'll say a month, maybe 2 months. Yeah, I've been wanting to start a podcast for 2 months, ever since May. That's when the idea kind of popped into my head. Was I gotta scoot closer to the microphone. So yeah, May was when I wanted to start the podcast, but I didn't really get around to actually make it yet. And in the month of June, I forgot about the whole thing. I forgot that I wanted to do a podcast. I was so wrapped up in music and all that stuff. I had an album started in May. I took a little break in June, and I got back on it in July. And July, I've sort of had a break from music, from everything. I just finished my album The Dream, but it wasn't really how I wanted it to be, so I took it down and then I reposted it. I reposted an updated version of the album because I wasn't too proud with a lot of the songs that were in there. Just because it was my first time actually using my voice in a song, and some of them did not sound too good. Also, the flood. That's what I was going to talk about mainly in this video, was the flood. My town, I live in central Texas, out in the hill country, and it had been flooding bad. It took the lives of I think 200 people, 100, maybe 200. I'm not real sure about that, don't quote me. But it took some lives. Rest in peace to all of them who lost their lives. It's a tragedy. When a natural disaster happens, it's never a good thing unless you're out of the way. But still, I don't know if any of y'all are Christian or anything, but if you are, just sort of pray for Kerr County. I think that's what it's called. Just all the stuff at one of the camps over by, I think it was over by Kerrville, one of the camps, cabins, on a lower level of land, cabins got taken away by the flood with, I think it was 8 girls and a counselor were still inside sleeping while their cabin was drifting away. Some of them were found. Others, I think, haven't been found yet. But I just want to ask y'all to pray for them. I've been praying for them. If you don't want to pray, that's okay. But I've heard in church that asking people to pray is a good thing, so I kind of wanted to try it out. So yeah, the flood. I'm okay. My family's okay. We live in the heart of Texas, basically. That's what they call my little town here. You can search it up. It's probably going to be the first town if you search up the heart of Texas. But yeah, so I live right smack dab in the middle of Texas. We got hit by floods. Me and my mom and my sister, we were actually leaving Walmart one day with groceries when it started just pouring rain on us. And my mom told me and my sister to stay inside Walmart while she went and drove the car a little bit closer. And we ran out, and the water, not even joking, the water was to my ankles. Yeah, it was bad. So I jumped in the car. I'm soaked. My sister's soaked. My mom is more than soaked because she had to run all the way across the parking lot to get the car. And we drove home. It wasn't an easy ride home. We drove down the main street, and we saw fire trucks. And when a fire truck turns on its sirens during a flood or natural disaster, that means it's dangerous, like really, really dangerous. So we didn't want to travel on the main street, so we took a back road, and even the back road was bad. Like water, I don't really know how cars work, but the car kept stopping, like it ran out of fuel or something. I'm quoting my mom here. The car stopped like it ran out of fuel, and she told me to call my dad, and I called my dad, and he got in his truck. The Walmart, for perspective, the Walmart is on the south side of town, and I live all the way up in the north side of town, and so it was a while to drive there. And my city hasn't fixed the roads on the north side of town, so there are these huge potholes that were just filled to the brim with water. The roads were filled with water. All the ditches in the side of the roads were filled with water. It was crazy. So yeah, my dad got in his truck, and he wanted to meet us halfway, but we got to the north side safe, and he met us over at the north side, a little bit off the main road, and we turned on the road to go to our house, and we did make it home safely. Yeah, but that was one of the times that I experienced the flood. There was also one time where I actually posted about this. The San Saba River. That was where I was in that video. It's, I think, my most recent short, but you could go check that out. My most recent short about the flood was I was at the San Saba River, and we saw like logs and trees and all kinds of debris just like flow down the river, and the current was strong, so I obviously had to keep my I obviously had to keep my distance while recording, and so I did. I made a little joke. I said I was supposed to go swimming today, and then I turned, looked at the water, said I couldn't because it was flooded. It was flooded. My friends went tubing in that water, and my dad said that they were idiots, which they are. They are 100%, because there's all kinds of like debris. There could be trees, glass. We had a building burned down recently that was like right in the path of the flood, and so when a building burns down, it crumbles, and all the water just took all the remainder of the building away. So the creek was flooded. The lake, I never thought that the lake would be that full again, and the creek. Me and my friends, we were out in the creek one day, and I stepped in mud and didn't realize that it would actually pull me in like quicksand. So me and my friend, we were like goofing around in the dry creek bed, and we stepped in mud, and we just like started sinking. I pulled myself out, and then my friend was like too far in. Like, he was in the middle, I was on the side. I could pull myself out with a rock or with a stick. but my friend was in the middle, so my other friend was on one side of the creek, and I was on the other side of the creek, and I pulled him out, helped pull him out. Yeah, all that is covered up with water. It's all covered up with water now. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end this video. It's already 10 minutes. Yeah. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.